I'm Shanti and I am a producer and a DJ living in Bristol. I've lived in Bristol for 6 years. I run a record label called BRSTL, Bristol but without the vowels.
I know Bristol's like almost like a mini London. I mean, it's got a very diverse community. There's a huge street aspect to the city, I guess, and you know, it's something that I look forward to, especially on a photographic level.
What I know about Bristol is Banksy, obviously. I used to come to a lot of drum and bass raves here, so I know they've got a kind of big dubstep rave scene. A lot of my friends went to uni here, had a good time. I like a cider. There's also obviously like a massive music scene here, Julia Bashmore, Massive Attack, and I'm excited to meet Shanti because everyone's banging on about her, so let's see what the fuss is about.
We're just in my shop, which is Idle Hands, a vinyl record shop here in Stokes Croft in Bristol. Get all sorts of people in here, but mainly just quite awkward young men would be our main kind of target audience, but generally just music fans. So around the time we opened the shop, I think it just kind of coincided with house and techno becoming more popular in Britain, especially with the rise of a genre called UK funky. It kind of changed everything really. It made house music acceptable and everyone started kind of getting into it.
So we're at the Island, which is a crazy complex in Bristol. There used to be some courts and a fire station, a police station and sort of prison down here. Shanti's a good friend of mine and we know each other through music in Bristol. We both DJ, both make music and enjoy similar things. Met in a club quite a few years ago.
Are these the presets?
There's a really nice sense of community here. So producers, DJs, promoters, people that are into music generally get to know each other if they're in similar things, and there's a nice kind of communal sense of all being in it together.
God, if I wasn't surrounded by these people, I think that I would be a lot more lazy with just looking for new music all the time.
The unique thing about Bristol is every individual artist is doing something different. So they're kind of like a lot of people are doing their own thing. But the spirit is there because we're all involved in it.
I think Bristol's really, really nice. One thing I particularly picked up having chats with the people at Idle Hands was the kind of community aspect. Like in London, you know, I live in Northwest. Some of my mates live in Brixton. I'm not going to run into them popping to the shops, but here you kind of do, and it makes me think, actually, it's all right here.
All the cafes here have their own niche in terms of what they do. Like the cafe I work at, we just do a breakfast, and we're quite famous for the breakfast. Most cafes do breakfast, but everyone does it differently, and everyone has their own style, and there's a lot of really nice places to eat here.
I think this restaurant's really important for Bristol because Bristol's quite a quirky, fun sort of place, and I think this place represents Bristol because this is we're doing something completely different what no one else is doing, and yeah, I think Bristol's all about different sort of types of food, and I think no one else is doing this, so I'd say that's, yeah.
London, you wouldn't necessarily bump into your friends, you know, it's so simple the way how people do here in Bristol, and I guess there's a huge positive to that, especially for creatives, being able to just connect on a daily basis, share their thoughts. It's only got to be a good thing, and that's one thing that Bristol definitely beats London on, I guess.
part of the Young Echo Collective. It's a group of musicians from Bristol. There's 10 of us, and it seems to be sort of slowly growing, but it started a few years ago with 4 or 5, and then I joined about a year ago now. Nothing has to be forced because it's all kind of friend groups really, so kind of it's a natural progression, like a friendship kind of grows stronger with time, like the same with music, things just happen.
All right.